morning my friends, welcome back to the channel. So if you're following along and you watched yesterday's video, today we're back in Plymouth, picked this Skyline up, crusty Skyline that needs some love, from Winchester yesterday, 3-hour drive, 3-hour back. So I'm going to take it up to the garage now, show you what's the situation of the car. I mean, you've seen it quickly when I bought it, but I haven't seen underneath it properly and stuff like that, and how much rust there is to fix. So yeah, let's go to the garage. It's 8:30 now. I think the garage is open 8:39ish, so I'll see you up there. Okay guys, we're at the garage. Plan today is we are going to chuck this Spec 2 spoiler I had. This is off the other Skyline. This is what colour the other Skyline was, by the way, if you didn't watch the beginning videos. This one is so much better than that horrible thing, this Spec 1 style spoiler. And it's a slightly different colour, but I'd rather drive around with a different coloured spoiler than this disgusted tiny little spoiler. So I'm going to swap it. That's one thing I'm going to be doing today. All these bits in here, the radio and stuff like that, this is all for the other Skyline. Mirrors, sound denting, radio, a wiring harness bits and stuff like that that I needed changing. And yeah, and I'm just going to give it a good old clean. And this afternoon I'll get a ramp, I'll wang this on the ramp and the other one, and I'll sort of figure it out from there. Just need to give it a good old clean today though, first thing I think. Get all these leaves and all that out of it. At the state. I will give it a proper valet style one day, but I just want to get all the most of the bulk of the grunge off. Let's get to it. Okay, first things first, this thing's going on. Let's see, I'll pop this old carpety crusty thing off. Maybe release these and there should be a bolt. There you go. Unscrew that, should come right off. And also, I went and got the other seat from my old seat from the other Skyline, which is ripped, but it's a smaller rip. Is it worth changing? Because that one's quite big. Maybe. We'll see if I can be bothered. Bit of a shame really. Passenger one's fine. My other passenger one, and the passenger one on that car's fine as well, but oh well. Let's get the spoiler on, see how it looks after that. Right, that's the 4 bolts off. I see this popping up and smashing me in the face. Glued on. Ooh. It's off. Didn't break my window. We're good. That was on there. Right, got it off finally. Old cruddy one. Give it a good old scrub. Got some mould growing on it. Give that a clean. If we've got any, I haven't got any up here at the minute, but if Alan's got any, I'll try and stick some silicone around here. Because the common thing with these Skylines is the boot leaks through the spoiler or the tail lights. So I'll stick some silicone man if you got some. Give it a clean first. Right guys, as long as it's a good boy. We've got some rust. Gonna clean it up. I'm gonna stick some direct to rust hammerite on it. What the hell? All that boot lining amongst all these bits, and then I'm going to give it a good old jet wash with the rest of the car. Right, so the carpet out. The boot floor's better than my one. I still haven't finished the boot of mine yet. A bit crusty. Look at all the goods we got from it. All sorts. Freebies. Check out the corners. Okay guys, right, car's cleanish outside. I mean, it's nowhere near valeted, but it's good, it's better. All the leaves and stuff are gone. All the carpets and the floor mats and stuff are up there drying. We got the new spoiler on, but my little nephew's 5 today, so I need to go to his birthday party quickly, show my face, and then get back to work when we get back. Let's do it. Right guys, that's me. I had some pasties and cakes and stuff from the kids' party, so let's get back to work. Do a quick power to Skyline. I don't think you guys have heard it properly yet. Right guys, I just scrubbed the interior with some easy interior clean, and it came out pretty good really for the state of it. I'm going to stick this turbo timer here back where it was, because it'll just clean up that, and there's a bit of sticky stuff there. But yeah, the steering wheel's minging still. I mean, there's nothing I can do with that. But yeah, 10 times better. The outside of the car still needs to be cleaned. But now we're going to go lift it up on the ramp and see what's the situation underneath. Ready for the MOT next month. Let's do it. So guys, the car is pretty good underneath really. We got the same rear lower control arms as I put on the other one, the rear, the Driftworks ones, orange obviously Driftworks style. Yeah, we got a big old hole here where the boomerang part is, a common part where the Skyline rusts. They told me about it, it's the rust I knew about, and this side's all good, so we've only got that one section to fix to pass the MOT. Okay, the front brakes, I believe it's the rear brakes that are the squeaky ones, because it's a hell of a squeak when I put my brakes on, but the fronts look okay. They got a slight tiny lip, but nothing much, and there's plenty of life left in the pad, but we'll be changing them. We'll be changing them for the brakes that we took off the first Skyline, because we upgraded them to the big brake kit, if you don't remember, but we had decent discs and pads for it, so we'll just do a straight swap. I don't know if you guys remember, but remember I bought these new pads and these are off the old one because obviously we went big brake kit with them, so these are perfectly fine. There's no lip on them. I cleaned them up a bit. This has all been cleaned. Obviously all this will rust come off as soon as we brake, so, and then brand new Bramble pads for the front, so I'll get some rear ones ordered. But yeah, we have got these as well. Remember I cleaned these up, but I can't be bothered. Where is it? We had them and we had braided lines as well. But I can't bother to bleed the brakes, so I'm just gonna do the discs and pads. Leave the crusty calipers on there. Maybe I'll paint them one day. Look at that, look. Never thought I'd have two Skylines. Dream cars, you know, watching Fast and the Furious, and now I've got two. One's a bit crusty, but you know, can't complain. We'll make it good. Okay guys, right, big fat fair with the brakes. Because we haven't got the lock and wheel nut, we've got the lock and wheel nut, sorry. We haven't got a socket that'll go in this hole, because I had one before for this car, but I ended up breaking it and still not replaced it, and I can't get anything in there that's long enough to get these nuts off, so I'm going to have to buy one from Alfred's, but I'm not doing that now because I need to do the rear brakes made. So what I'll do is I'll get the rear brakes ordered up. So we got the front ones here. We'll do all the brakes in one day, and that'll be it for this car for the minute. It's all clean, we checked underneath, it looks mint. There's nothing I can do apart from a bit of welding, which we're not doing today. And that's this car pretty much done for the minute. It's all cleaned up and we'll do some more bits in it later. Probably next weekend, but I'm going to move on to this car now because we've got to do mirrors and stuff like that, but I'm going to do that in a different video because it's a different car. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing this one up and we'll be finishing the blue one. Skylines galore. But like and subscribe to the channel guys. Yeah, like I said, comment down below what you think of the cars. One thing I do want to do guys is quickly stick the side skirts on and these rear spats because I'm driving this at the minute daily, so I want it to look as best as it can whilst it's done. Right. Just rested it on there. I'm definitely going to put the side skirts on and I'm going to do the rear spats just before we go home today because it looks 10 times better. I mean, obviously I'll have to take them off again when I sort the that bit of welding we need doing, but yeah, it does without it. Looks junk. So yeah, let's get these side skirts on. It's only 2 bolts on each side and then there's clips all down through the middle. I've got clips upstairs because I've took side skirts off many a time. Let's do it. Gosh, one side skirt on. T'other one. 3/4 on. Much better. Stick these rear spats on. They're easy enough. There's weird clips that come with them. So I'll try and get them on. I want to get it on because this one's dented where I need to repair it, but let's have a go. Somehow the end of the day is so fast. All of it's on, front and rear spats. Job done. Brakes next week because they're crusty. Okay, I have to do one more thing before we go. I have to take this rear wiper off because it is disgusting. Then we're done. Right, there we go, that'll do for now. You can buy a little block off plate for it, so maybe I'll get that, but it looks 10 times better anyway. Ignore the tools, but for it being 2 days old, we got a new wing, de-wipered it, cleaned it, put the certs back on, the rear spatty things, and cleaned it and washed all the dash down. Right, that's it now. Right guys, that's definitely it now. We're done. No wiper, side skirts and whatnot's on. You know, car's been cleaned. You know what I've done, you've watched it. Like and subscribe to the channel then. And we'll continue with the brakes next weekend and other bits. Ciao. Cheers, boys.
I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm losing your mind and I'm losing your